welcome to the PTP Hustle. So if you're producing music on the side and you wonder if you can actually make money doing this, the answer is absolutely. So today what I'm going to do is walk you through some ways you can make money as a part-time producer, even if you just get started. So with that, let's jump in. So first up is selling your beats online. So beat selling is one of the most accessible ways out there to make money as a producer. There's tons of platforms out there you can use to really get your music out there and make some money. Some platforms consider that you can actually get out and leverage are BeatStars, Airbit, and Tracklift for selling beats. They're all platforms that have been around for years. You can leverage those as well. So you can keep that as an option as you look and examine how we can get your music out there for folks to consume. So the next thing you want to consider is pricing options. You want to start with something that's affordable. Leasing options are always good for folks that are just starting out. And if you have clients that don't have a lot of money, they can lease your beats from you. And it doesn't cost them a lot to do that. And there's various different constructs you can use for leasing that start at as low as $29.99 depending on what you want to set in terms of pricing, and take it all the way up to premium or exclusive rights, which is typically for most producers $100, $300. So you can kind of set those pricing based on your preferences, and then with the platform that you're working on, figure out what works best for you. And next, you want to keep posting consistently. Success on all these platforms that I mentioned really depends on uploading your beats on a regular basis, so just make sure you continue to do that as well. What I would recommend is just really start by creating a portfolio of 5 to 10 beats that are really good from your perspective, and then post these beats to the beat selling platform of your choice. Provide links to social media, and then be consistent in terms of promoting your beats. That'll help you reach out to your audience and keep some type of connection with them as well. So another option you can use is freelance work for artists. Many indie artists are out there looking for affordable production, mixing and mastering services. So if you can do that, then that'll give you a way to make money. So the way you find clients is use sites like Fiverr, Upwork to really reach out to artists on social media and just put your name out there and provide your services. And then what you can do is really just start off with small projects. You can offer services like basic mixing, custom beats, or even editing vocals. I can tell you that when I started out, I was doing some mixing and mastering for some artists when I lived in Florida. It worked out well. I was able to get some publishing rights on the track once it got released. So you can do some type of negotiation with the artists if you don't want to have them pay you money, you want money on the back end, you can always figure those out with the artists that you're working with. And then lastly, you want to create a portfolio, include some samples of your work that you want to showcase, and that will allow you to do that for different clients and potential clients that are out there, and then move that forward if you're having your portfolio available to others. So example of how you can do this is you can offer some basic mixing, create some before and after clips to show off your skills, and this can really help artists see the value that you can bring to their tracks. So here's tip number 3, licensing your music to content creators, film, and television. Licensing music has a great potential to make you a lot of money, and whether or not you're working with small scale creators or larger media projects, it can really earn you some money on the back end as well as on the front end as well. Some things that you can look at and how you do this, they have royalty-free platforms where you can upload your music, such as Pond5, Audio Jungle, Artlist for licensing your music to YouTubers, podcasters, and other creators. Also, you can reach out directly to content creators and reach out to influencers as well, and offer customized royalty-free tracks that they can leverage. Hopefully you can negotiate something that's beneficial to you and them to allow them to leverage your music for their content creation projects. And lastly is film and TV music libraries. Consider submitting your music to music libraries such as MusicBed, Epidemic Sound, and Audio Network. A couple other honorable mentions that I put out there are Taxi Music and BroadJam.com. I actually started at BroadJam.com back in the late mid-2000s. We got my first placement through them. I do submitting music through their submission process. And that's really how I got started in the publishing world and get my music out there in film and television. My first placement was actually with the University of Wisconsin for a spoken word documentary. And from there, I was able to continue to work with different submission opportunities on BroadJam, and I got my music placed in MTV, VH1, about 85 songs starting. And then from there, I was able to build up on that library and get my music placed in multiple TV shows across the last several years. In all, I made over about $15,000 just from royalties over that period of time. So there hasn't been a fast-paced effort, but it's been really a kind of a slow crawl. And once you get your music out there, you continue to earn royalties, both internationally as well as in the United States. And for me, it's been really a way to continue to grow. I continue to get royalties every quarter from both the music producing side and the publishing side as well. So as they say with music licensing, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So be willing to put in the time, and you'll see the benefits on the back end. And a few additional things I want to say about music licensing, because that's really where my bread and butter is. If you're licensing for music and TV, if you're interested in working with film and television, really creating some type of tracks, understand what your strength is and try to find opportunities within that space where you can actually apply your music. So if you're looking at watching a television show that has background music that is something similar to what you produce, then you can use your music to actually recreate that and send it out to those companies. I can talk about it later about the companies that are out there and how to get your music out there, but that'll be in a later video. But just something for you to think about. And the way you make money through the process is through licensing fees. Typically, you'll get a sync licensing fee up front when a music production company places your music or a publisher places it on your behalf. So for sync licensing fees, these are what production companies pay to use your track in either a show, a TV ad, or film. And the fees can range from $100 to indie projects. For larger projects, you may get thousands of dollars based on what you're working on. I can tell you I have music placed in one of the Bad Girls show that was out years ago, and I got a sync fee up front for like $500. And then on the back end, I was able to get some residual money as well. I'll talk about that in just a second. So as I mentioned with the residuals and royalties, when your music's used on a television show, especially on a large platform, you will receive residual payments. These are really generated by you registering with a performance right organization like ASCAP, BMI, PRS, etc. And then you'll use those mechanisms within those companies to collect royalties. So you have to register your song, make sure that it's identified so when it is placed and it's on the cue sheet for a company or a network that places your music, then you'll get money on the back end for that, and you'll get that quarterly based on how you have the allocation with your publisher set up. So the bottom line here is that if you're really interested in trying to get your music out there, you can register with a licensing library with the companies that I've talked about already. And production company really likes your music, they like your sound, they may license it, bring you on, and may ask you for more tracks to actually build up on that, and you build a relationship over time. That allows you to get more money in your pocket and also long-term royalties as well. Okay, tip number 4, another way for you to make money as a part-time producer. If you have really some strong, solid production skills, and there are people that are out there that are looking for that type of support, they may be willing to pay you for those lessons on topics like beat making, mixing, and sound design. So that's an opportunity for you to make some additional money doing that as well. So there are a few platforms out there that you can leverage. Some that you consider are Teachable or Udemy. Offers some lessons through Zoom as well as a platform. And once you identify a platform, you can use that to get started and pick popular topics that you can leverage going forward with potential clients, such as getting started with a new DAW. It can be Ableton, it can be Reason, it can be Pro Tools, it can be Studio One, etc. And then how to mix vocals. And that way you can kind of sell to folks that have a need to learn about those things, and you can generate a course as a result of that. And then lastly, you can create and sell short courses. These are pre-recorded content items that allow you to earn passive income just by virtue of having those things packaged, and you can make those available to sell. So the bottom line here, if you're really uncomfortable teaching the basics, there's a huge demand out there for beginner-friendly tutorials. Producers are getting started all the time, and they're looking for ways to learn things and upskill themselves quickly. So record a few lessons, put them on a platform, and start generating passive income as new producers look out there to learn more. And finally, this is option number 5, how you can make money as a part-time producer. You can start a YouTube channel, a social media page that's really focused on music production. While this is a longer-term approach, it's really a great way to build an audience and create some income streams over time. Some things you can do: you can share your beats, tips, and insights online. You can offer free content such as beat making videos, tutorials, and music theory tips. Secondly, you can move forward with that and monetize with ads and sponsorship. You have to do this once you grow your following. You can earn from YouTube ads, sponsorship, and affiliate marketing. I'm in the process of doing that with my YouTube channel as well, so I haven't seen that being realized yet, but that's certainly a goal. And then lastly, you can promote your own services. Use platforms to promote your beats, such as freelance work and anything else you may be providing as well in terms of services. A good example of how you can do this: you can post a short tutorial on Instagram and YouTube, and as you build a following, you'll have more eyes on your work, which can lead to sponsorships, ad revenue, and client increase, which will definitely build your business up over time. Alright, so let's recap here on the 5 ways to start making money as a part-time producer. Number 1, you can sell your beats online. Number 2, you can freelance work for artists. And then number 3, you can license your music for content creators, film and television. Number 4, you can offer online tutorials or lessons. And then number 5, you can start a YouTube channel, a social media page, and leverage that to your benefit. So in conclusion, there are many ways to monetize your passion as a producer. Try a few of these options, and remember, consistency is the key, and that's really going to move you forward. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tips. Let me know in the comments what strategy you're going to try first, and I want to talk about it. Thanks for watching. Happy producing. PTP Hustle out.